What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. WWE Monday Night Raw from last night's show, 7/22/2013. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. This is probably going to be the shortest review of a Monday Night Raw that I've done in quite a while. There's really nothing to talk about. The show, to me, was a complete letdown following the previous week's incredible show. Now, I know WWE's building up towards storylines and, things are taking shape and taking form for Summerslam. But last night, I was just looking for something else to do. I was looking for something else to watch because nothing that the WWE did last night really struck a chord with me. But there was one thing that struck a chord, and I've been saying it for months. You can backtrack to every WWE video I have on this channel. Daniel Bryan is the future of the WWE. If you don't believe me, go back and watch his match with Antonio Cesaro. One of the matches of the year. It will be in the top 5 when you look back at the year 2013. What did WWE do right? Those two men gave you everything that they had. They showed you why. Especially Antonio Cesaro. We know about Daniel Bryan. The man can wrestle. It will be, when you reflect on 2013, one of the best matches of the year. It was phenomenal. It was unbelievable. Everything they did told an incredible story. Everything they did made you all eyes on that match. Nothing could have taken your attention away from that match. But that was probably the one highlight of the show. The rest of the show was built around SummerSlam's big 3 matches, which will be Brock Lesnar vs. CM Punk, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship, and Dolph Ziggler versus Big E Langston for Revenge. Now, the way the show kicked off, they really don't have any other way to go about this storyline because they had John Cena choose his opponent. So I'm really not going to nitpick, and I'm not going to complain about how they're developing this angle. Cena said that Daniel Bryan is the best competition right now in the WWE. So that's why he chose him for his opponent at SummerSlam. John Cena, this is nothing new to John Cena. John Cena has been a fighting champion for years. He has been a defending WWE champion for years. We expected nothing less from this decision. We knew Cena was going to go this route. That's why I buy it. That's why I don't have a problem with the way they're explaining to us why John Cena chose Daniel Bryan. If I was the champion, I would have chose the Brooklyn Brawler. Alright, I'm defending my WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Give me the easiest guy on the roster that I know I can beat. But no, not John Cena. John Cena said Daniel Bryan is the best competition in the WWE right now. He is the hottest wrestler in the world right now, and those are true statements. What do you want for your main event at SummerSlam? You want a highly competitive match that's going to tear down the house. A special moment in the making is Daniel Bryan. When he wins the WWE Championship, everyone listening, everyone watching, everyone listening to this review right now is going to cheer and be happy. Where Randy Orton fits into this, I don't know. He's apparently out with an injury. But where he fits in with that Money in the Bank, because he's lurking around somewhere. We just have to wait and see. But the question is, Brad Maddox. Why did Brad Maddox put Daniel Bryan into multiple matches on Monday Night Raw? What is his problem with Daniel Bryan? Does Vince McMahon have a problem with the way Brad Maddox is handling this situation? Is Vince McMahon okay with this match? Does he see Daniel Bryan as a WWE champion? Is Vince McMahon worried about Daniel Bryan becoming the WWE champion? These are all questions that I asked myself after Monday Night Raw went off the air. Does Vince McMahon have a problem with Daniel Bryan as a person? Does he see Bryan as a WWE champion for his company? We don't know. But what is Brad Maddox's problem with Daniel Bryan? Why did he put him in multiple matches? He beat Jack Swagger last night. Great match. And then he was in a match with Antonio Cesaro. He had to take on the Real Americans, the entire team. Okay? And then all of a sudden, he puts him in a third match with Ryback. Now, this is just a way to blow off the Ryback-John Cena feud. I fully expect Ryback to lose next week to John Cena in a tables match. But Ryback came out, he looked physical. He put Daniel Bryan through a table, which was a completely douchebag, great heel maneuver on Ryback's part. You can't go wrong there. The man just wrestled 30 minutes. He just wrestled an entire tag team. He went through one hell of a fucking war with Antonio Cesaro, and then all of a sudden he puts him through a table just to put the kibosh and the big fuck you on everything. I like that. I like that move. So if I was Ryback, I would have did the same thing. It's easy to be a douche, is what I say. And I know my best friend Pete, if he's listening, he knows exactly I would have did the same thing. But this is how we get to the blow-off of John Cena versus Ryback. Just have John Cena beat him in a tables match next week. I don't know what Ryback is doing at SummerSlam, but we have to find out and wait and see. I don't know what he's doing, but, it bides some time in between now and SummerSlam for Ryback. We know what John Cena's going to be doing. But that's that, and I really don't have any problems with the way the show started and with the way the show ended. I don't know, another thing I had in mind is what's going to happen with Daniel Bryan. Is he going to snap? Because obviously Brad Maddox and Vince McMahon are putting him in a match next week with Kane. Now, Kane took a beating from the Wyatt family. We didn't see the Wyatt family tonight, which was a little disappointing coming from this viewer. But where does Kane fit into all this? Will the Wyatt family make their presence felt again next week? Because the rumors are going around now that Bray Wyatt is going to be fighting Kane at SummerSlam. Maybe that's the way to set up that match next week for SummerSlam. But that was pretty much it for the show, guys. I mean, CM Punk had his angle, and again, gold between Punk and Paul Heyman. Lesnar wasn't on the show last night, but that was an incredible segment with CM Punk. I never seen CM Punk show so much anger on the microphone, and when he's got the microphone, you stop everything that you're doing and you listen to what the man has to say. That's just the way CM Punk commands the microphone. It was just amazing. And I'm totally excited for Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. I really am. Now, I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know how the outcome is going to, present itself at SummerSlam. Because we all know Brock Lesnar can destroy CM Punk. There's no way that CM Punk can physically defeat Brock Lesnar unless there's some kind of screwy finish. But CM Punk on the mic, he talks about Brock Lesnar last week and the attack that he took from Brock Lesnar. He admittedly says he got his ass kicked. Talks about how big of a monster Lesnar is, and he mentions Lesnar's UFC days. They mentioned the word UFC, or the term UFC, on Monday Night Raw last night. But Punk says he's not afraid of Brock Lesnar. He's not afraid of this monster that Paul Heyman is making Brock Lesnar out to be. He knows Heyman's in the building, and he wants Heyman out there face to face. Punk says that he wants Lesnar at SummerSlam. It's going to be the best versus the Beast at SummerSlam. Heyman then all of a sudden is live via satellite, and Heyman just rips the Texas crowd last night in Austin. And apparently Brock Lesnar was just off to the side. You can't see him on camera, but Lesnar was looking off camera in the direction of apparently Brock Lesnar, but I doubt he was there. And Heyman talks about what kind of shape Brock Lesnar in, and then says that he's in the best shape of his life. And says that Punk is beat up. But if Punk wants a fight, he's got it. The match is booked for SummerSlam. Heyman accepts the challenge. Heyman praises Brock Lesnar some more, and more, hyping him up. And that was that. That was the segment. But you got to really go back to see the intensity in CM Punk's face when he got on the microphone. I mean, there was nothing groundbreaking said here. There was nothing out of the ordinary from CM Punk. It was just them officially signing this match and making it official for SummerSlam. And that was it, guys. That was pretty much the show. I mean, there's nothing else. You had Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston continue their feud. Dolph Ziggler fought Darren Young last night. You got the zigzag for the win on Darren Young. And after the match, Big E Langston runs down and interrupts Dolph Ziggler's celebration in the ring with a sneak attack. AJ Lee's in the ring behind him. Ziggler ducks a shot and goes at Big E with some shots, sending him to the floor. Big E runs back into the ring, but Ziggler runs out of the ring and taunts them from on top of the stage. So that match, obviously, we know is taking place at SummerSlam. That has not been made official yet, but you can expect that in the upcoming weeks towards SummerSlam. Then you had Damien Sandow versus, or actually he was on the microphone next to JBL and Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler. Cody Rhodes fought Fandango in a decent match. Cody gets the win. Back and forth. It was a decent match. Fandango could go in the ring. I mean, I don't like all the theatrics like I usually say every week, but the man can wrestle. And Cody gets the win here. He got the disaster kick on Fandango, but you know, this I just really hope that they don't take the briefcase off Damien Sandow. I really don't. I really think he deserves the briefcase. He's the next best heel, upcoming heel in the WWE. As soon as he debuted on television, I knew this guy was going to be a major player. I just hope they don't put the briefcase on the line and they have Damien Sandow lose it. I don't mind if they put the briefcase on the line in a match at SummerSlam, but Damien Sandow needs the briefcase. He needs to be a world champion going into 2014. It's a stepping stone for the new talent. There you go. That's the new talent you got. Damien Sandow is going to be a future player, major player in the WWE. And I really do like the way WWE is handling Cody Rhodes' face turn. It's very organic. I think Cody's going to make a very good face. And, you know, it was definitely his time to turn face. And this was the perfect opportunity. WWE set up everything perfectly with the Money in the Bank match. And Damien Sandow screwing his best friend. Everything seems to be gelling nicely for those two as they are headed towards a collision at SummerSlam. And we had Mark Henry again take another beating from the Shield. This time he got in the ring and said, listen, the Shield is here. I'm here. Let's go. You want to sneak attack me? I'm right in the ring. I'm not hard to find. So the Shield comes down and again sneak attacks or 3-on-1 attack on Mark Henry. And this time the Usos come out as backup. And you can probably book that match for SummerSlam as well just to give the Shield something to do. The Shield versus the Usos and Mark Henry. I don't know if there's going to be some type of stipulation, but you can probably book that match for SummerSlam as well, as that has not been made official as of yet either. And like I said, guys, that was it. I mean, there's nothing else to this show. It was a very simple build-up, continuing the storylines towards SummerSlam. Hopefully next week it's a little bit more exciting. Hopefully next week we see a little bit more in terms of storyline and building up towards SummerSlam. Hopefully the rest of the card finally takes shape. But what we have to think about this week is why Brad Maddox is acting the way he is, or I should call him Baby Bischoff, because he's got that goatee, he's got that hair, he's got that look. He reminds me of a young Eric Bischoff, and that's the way I think the WWE should handle his character. Just a douchebag heel, a douchebag general manager, in the same vein as Eric Bischoff. That's the way I see him. But why is Brad Maddox doing what he's doing? Is Vince McMahon okay with Daniel Bryan being chosen by Brad Maddox, or by John Cena, I should say, for the main event at SummerSlam? Does Vince McMahon see Daniel Bryan as a threat to the WWE Championship? Does Vince McMahon want to see Daniel Bryan as WWE Champion? Those are all questions we have to find out and see what happens. Where's the Wyatt family? Are they going to interfere next week and continue their attack on Kane? You know, what's going to happen with John Cena and Ryback? What's Ryback going to happen? What's going to happen with Ryback at SummerSlam? We don't know. Hopefully WWE is going to give us a good show. Hopefully they're continuing the build towards SummerSlam and making it one of the best and most anticipated SummerSlam cards in a very long time. But we have to wait and see till next time, guys. That was all that happened on the show. There was really nothing else of importance. The other matches you had last night, quickly, you had Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus. You had Del Rio defeat Sheamus there. Sheamus took the loss. That was surprising. You had Christian versus Titus O'Neil. Christian's on a hot streak. I don't know what's going to happen with Christian at SummerSlam. The rumor was that he's going to be fighting Dean Ambrose for the U.S. title. Since he's on a hot streak, they may give him a U.S. Championship match, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a match with Curtis Axel for the IC strap. We don't know. Curtis Axel wasn't on the show either. There's a lot of missing pieces to this show. Now that I look back on it, but I don't know. We have to wait and see. Hopefully WWE's got the right things in store for SummerSlam. Rob Van Dam fought last night against Wade Barrett, and Rob Van Dam is actually fighting Alberto Del Rio on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, I'm hearing rumors that Van Dam may get a World Championship match. We have to wait and see. He may defeat Del Rio and be granted a World Championship match at SummerSlam, which would be kind of quick, it would be kind of out of the ordinary. There's really not going to be any build-up towards that match. I don't see Rob Van Dam getting a World Championship match so soon. But if it makes the card a little bit better, everybody loves RVD. It is what it is. But like I said, guys, that was the whole show. There's really nothing else to it. I wish I could talk a little bit more about what's going on, but WWE really didn't do too much in terms of advancing storylines. So that was it, guys. We just gotta wait till next week. Obviously, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe if you enjoyed this commentary on Monday Night Raw. You guys obviously can expect news and rumors Friday or Saturday this week, as usual, weekly. The best place to find everything you need concerning the WWE's right here on JD's channel. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later this week with WWE News and Rumors. Take care, and I will definitely talk to you all soon.